bebre ano poku are no ma wa no asante kwatoko no no so ne ebedi akwa aboabo ho etio ne to na sakra abo ankwa ye de etiri beto asem ne free titio.
Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, there are lots of things that I love about the Caribbean culture, my culture. Food, the people, the countries themselves, all of them are beautiful. But there are some things culturally that makes us stand out from most people in the world. One of those things are our funerals. The first funeral that I ever experienced as a Jamaican in Jamaica was one that I went to back when I was a child, back in 1988. It was my first time that I'd ever been to the island. And I went to the mountain to bury my mother's great uncle, and they laid him to rest. And this was my first experience of going to a funeral, period. The first ever time that I'd ever been to one. I still remember to this day that it didn't seem right. Lots of people around, everyone was happy, everyone was eating, everyone was jovial and cheerful. No one was wearing black. It was nothing like what I had learned what a funeral would be like whilst I was in the West, growing up, watching TV. It was nothing like that. Everyone was happy. And there are many reasons for this. It's because Jamaicans are mostly Christian. But unlike our European counterparts, the Christians, mainly in the Caribbean, truly do believe in the afterlife. They believe that there will be a place where our loved ones will actually go to, and so at some point when we meet our own demise, we will get to meet our loved ones once again. So for us, going to a funeral, it's goodbye for now. It's not goodbye forever. Whereas those people in Europe, in the places that actually gave us the religion in the first place, those people don't truly believe in the afterlife. So what they do is they go to these funerals and they're extremely sad. They are crying. They know this is the end for them, which is kind of strange. They've given us a religion, we believe in it, and they see it as pseudoscience. And so this is where the difference lies. We don't see our bodies as something extremely sacred. We just see it as a vessel that carries our souls. But even now, knowing all of this and knowing about our culture, I was still stunned when I saw the video that I'm about to show you.
It was a request from the family and we went along with it. But our tagline for our funeral home is every life is unique, therefore every funeral should be unique. So we live up to that. We are a group of young people that are making a very different and a high impact in this funeral industry. We are qualified funeral directors and embalmers, and we are just showing off our talent in which we could do. Funeral is not something to be sad about. We showcase the person as how they would have been alive, how you would have remembered them alive, and that is all we are doing here today by having the deceased sitting in this chair and being carried around into the community that he would have been in, and due to his unfortunate death. So we would have done our homework way before the request, and we know exactly what to do. We know exactly how to embalm the deceased, exactly how to place him on the chair, and exactly how to put him in that position to stay there. So that
is this video just a scam? Is it a fraudulent video? Or is it a real video? This is a video of a man, and he is being brought to a funeral, his own funeral. And I found this unbelievable, truly, to the point in which I had to actually look up and see whether this was some sort of gimmick, whether it was a joke. When I looked deeper into it, I realized that this was in fact not fiction, but actual fact. Yes, that's right, the man that you see here on the chair, looking like he is ready to just get up and go for a run or something, this guy has already been embalmed, and he's on the way to his own funeral. Which is crazy. No, guys, listen, I've seen crazy caskets. We've seen these people in New Orleans, you know, we've seen them dancing and parading and doing all sorts of things, but I've never seen anything like this. This is the first time that I've seen something, and especially the first time that I've seen something like this in the Caribbean. I wanted you to see whether you could actually see whether this was a fraud or whether it was fact. And yeah, for me, this is an incredible thing to see. So I'm going to allow you to listen to the embalmers, the professional embalmers, who I must say have done an amazing job with this one. So take a listen to this.
I know the public is very amazed at this, what we have done. The response has been very good because we have, because people haven't seen this before, they are very inclined to it. Some people even call the funeral home and ask that if when they die, if they could be placed standing rather than sitting. Some call and say that they ride motorcycles and they want to be placed on a motorcycle.
Were people scared at all?
People wasn't scared. I just think some people were just very surprised. They are very surprised of the manner in which it is done. I think people are more curious as to how he's staying there without moving. People are more curious to that rather than being scared of the deceased. A gentleman even came to the funeral today and was asking where the deceased is. When he saw the deceased, he was rather surprised. Right. So to embalming someone just means preserving the person using embalming fluid and replacing that fluid with other fluid, replacing that with the blood in the system of their body. The only differences that would have changed in embalming the deceased is that we'd have to set him in a particular position before embalming. Right? He would have been embalmed over a period of 2 days, and he would have been in that position for about 4 days before today. After the service, we are heading to the Diego Martin Public Cemetery for burial, and he'll be placed in his casket there. There will be no issues in placing him in his casket because he will lie flat, because we embalm him in such a manner that his legs are free to movement.
What an incredible job. What an incredible professional group of young men who are dynamic, who they're planning to do something different, and now they've captured the world's attention. People internationally who are calling in to ask for their services, and I love this. This is the power of the internet, the power of the media, teaching people about cultures and how other people live in far off places. And it's beautiful for our children who don't get to go to the Caribbean all the time, and for us to be able to teach them about the way we feel about the passing on of our loved ones, of our relatives, and knowing that somehow, some way, there is more to life than what we see here on Earth. So guys, what do you think about this? Would any of you guys do exactly what they've done? Would any of you guys have this type of funeral? Would any of you guys have this type of funeral for perhaps for one of your loved ones? Would any of you guys ever think about going to a funeral where the body is fully on show, just like in these clips? Well, let me know in the comments section below. It'd be really good to hear your opinion on this. So guys, that's all I've got time for tonight. Yeah, it's a nice, really short video. So thank you for watching. I'd like to thank my Patreons, guys. Thank you very much to my Patreons. Thank you for holding strong, and I will see you in the next one. Until the next time, please think twice. Ta-ra.